Hi everyone, it's your boy Ricky here with Romero Cards. I hope you are having a great day today. Today's video is actually a request from several people from Instagram because I had posted a reel of a card that I made, but it was way too fast. And people asked me to make a video to slow it down so people could see exactly how the card was made. Now, I do have to admit it was my very first reel I had ever made, and, I didn't know what I was doing and I needed to learn. So I put it out there to see how people would respond. And it was too fast. So now I know I just need to slow it down a little bit and maybe put a couple more steps in. So the card that everyone went like that crazy on was this card. And I made it using some Honeybee Stamps products. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Also, leave a comment down in the comment section and let me know what you like about the video or what you like about the card, what you would change. What kind of reiteration would you make of the card? And then also, please, please, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share it with all your friends. Click that little bell so that you know a new video comes out, because I truly appreciate every single one of you. And this year I'm trying to get to 10,000 followers. I'm almost to 6,000. I'm so excited for you guys. And I hope that better things are to come. So we're going to have a snowstorm tomorrow because I'm in Chicago. So I'm preparing for that. But anyway, I hope you guys have a great day, a great week, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hi everyone, thank you for being here. We are going to be making a card, like I stated in the intro, from a reel that I made. We're going to be using the stamp set Rooting for You and Happy Plants along with their matching coordinating dies. And we're also going to be using the Mod A2 cover die, all from Honeybee Stamps. We're also going to be using some embossing powder and some various cardstock colors here. You can use scraps for this. It's amazing for that. So the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and cut out the frame here. We're just going to run that through the die cutting machine like we do everything else when we do die cutting. And once it comes out, I get the satisfaction of popping out all these little pieces of paper. Like, who doesn't like doing this? Except for if it's super tiny and it's kind of nerve-wracking, but that part's fun. We're going to take the miniature die cutting here, miniature paper cutter. Woo, I can't talk. And go ahead and get a black piece of paper here because we are going to be stamping on black cardstock. We are going to take a plant from Happy Plants along with one of the vases or the vases. And we are going to use some embossing ink here so that we can do heat embossing. I'm just going to use some Honeybee Stamps embossing ink. And I've rubbed the paper down with an embossing powder tool so that there's no static. And we're just going to press that down really good to make sure there's really good coverage. And here I am. I'm going to be super lazy and go ahead. Well, I'm doing another layer because apparently I needed to. Forgot that I did that. But here I am. This is where I'm super lazy. Instead of spooning this on, I'm just dipping it in. I can't go there. I need to get some more embossing powder because I'm starting to run out. So we are going to do some heat embossing here to go ahead and get this all nice and glistery and shiny to make sure that all that embossing powder is melted. It's like magic in front of your eyes, although you can't really see it in the video. But if you've heat embossed before, you know how amazing it can be. We're going to go ahead and get some low tack tape here, and we're going to put the dies onto the images. And then we will also run that through the die cutting machine like we do everything else here. Taking my short little sweet time here, making sure everything is lined up because previously I ran this through the die cutting machine. You guys haven't seen it. And I chopped one of the images in half. So I had to actually redo this. So here we go, the magic reveal. I love this part, taking out the little pieces. Actually, you can see the vase up on the upper left-hand corner. You could see where I did not tape it down good enough and it just chopped it in half. I was real good and mad, y'all, because I had to repeat some steps. But anyway, now here comes the little fun part, the part that makes the card that pops. What we're going to do is take each card color here, and basically we are just cutting it in quarters. I may do a quarter, I may do 3/4, I may do a half, whatever the case may be, whatever sizes you want. They don't all have to be the same. I just happen to make them all the same, and it looks like I'm maybe making them in half-inch increments. Yeah, half-inch. And nothing super hard here. You're going to cut out a bunch of these. You can make so many cards quickly this way. It's kind of ridiculous. I think this card maybe took me, I think it was like 14 minutes to make, maybe. Nothing like super crazy. Now here comes probably the longest part of the card, is going ahead and placing each one of these strips onto the cardstock here. And you're just going to alternate colors. Doesn't matter what order you go in. You do you. You can do an ombre kind of situation where you do all the colors and go all the way down, 2 of each color, whatever the case. You just make it the way that you want it to be. So here we go. We're putting on the last strip here so you can see what the full colors look like. I just did an ombre with several, I guess, greens and teals is what you would call these colors. And then here towards the end, we're going to go ahead and put the last remaining pieces here. I'm checking on which side I cut the paper on. It doesn't really matter, but I'm a little crazy, so just checking it out. And so we're putting on the last piece of paper here. And then once we have all of those down, we're going to make sure they're all good and pressed down onto the paper. And then here comes the sad / exciting part, is you're going to cut off all these extra bits. And it's like, no, I did all that work. Why am I doing this? It's necessary. You have to do it because you can't make a card that big. It looks sloppy. Alrighty, now I love how this looks. I did it originally in green, as you saw in my reels or my Instagram, but I love these greens and blues. It is so pretty. I like this card actually better than I do the green one. We're going to take some honeybee stamps here. We're just going to place the glue, honeybee stamps glue. We're going to place it all over this cover die, and we're going to place it on top of the panel here. We're going to make sure that's even. That's why you always use liquid glue, so that you have time to move everything around. Because if you don't do that, womp womp, it's going to be uneven and not pretty. Okay, so we have this bad boy done. I'm pressing down just to make sure everything's good and sealed onto the card base here. And now we're going to work on the sentiment. We're using the powder tool here, and we're going to be using a sentiment from Rooting for You, and it's going to say way to grow. Appropriate. We love a word pun. I did the exact same thing on the sentiment here that I did with the flowers, and I don't know why I didn't do everything at one time, because I don't know, crazy and I can't think that far ahead, I guess. I'm not for sure. Even though it's the second time I made this card. Clearly I didn't learn from the first time. We're just putting that down onto the powder there, making sure that everything's good and covered, and then we'll take the heat gun and go ahead and get that heat embossed. We are going to use the matching die, because you guys know every video where I use a matching die for a sentiment, I have to give it snaps, because they are amazing. They just make the card pop. I just love it. I cannot get over it, and I have to say it in every freaking video. All right, we're putting some foam tape on the back of everything. This is pretty much how the card is going to go. We'll get that put together while I'm giving you the little spiel here. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. I truly appreciate it. Make sure that you head over to my Instagram and follow me there, where you can see all kinds of inspiration that you don't see on video. Also, all the products that I use are going to be linked in the description below. So if you're interested, click that link and head over to Honeybee Stamps. It is an affiliate link. You're helping your boy out here a little bit at no extra cost to you. One thing that I did add to this card is clear sequins, or iridescent sequins. I did that after the video is over, but you'll see it in the pictures, I believe. So I hope you guys have a great day. I'll talk to you later, and thank you so much for being here. Bye.